together as the Adam and Allison family and try to help share the cost. Shaun, he wrote to us for a DM dilemma, needs some unbiased advice. 601-995-1017 is our phone number. And Shaun writes, "Hi guys, when can I ask to go Dutch? My girlfriend and I have been together for 8 months, and I'm going to ask her to move in with me at the end of the summer. The one thing I'm worried about is she's never offered to pay for anything, especially food. Sometimes she'll bring over food to my place, which she pays for, but I've paid for all the food deliveries and all the dinners out. Am I wrong for thinking that she should at least offer to pay for a date or something? How do I ever ask her to split expenses? I don't want to ask her to move in and expect that I will pay all the rent and all the utilities. Thanks."
It could just be me, but I think it might be a little bit of girl math that, like, to me, splitting the bill on a date is not even close to the same thing as, like, splitting actual bills.
Okay.
So I feel like you need to have two separate conversations with her. If it really is bothering you that every time you go out on a date, you're the one paying and you're in this 8-month-long relationship, it's getting serious and you feel like you both need to be contributing equally, have that conversation. I don't think that that's a big deal. But then I feel like it's a separate conversation that you need to have before you move in of like, hey, how are we going to break down bills? How are you going to help pay your half of the rent? Like, those are conversations that need to be had, but they're two different conversations.
I say you maybe don't even need to have that conversation.
What?
You might not need to have a conversation at all, because my immediate advice for Shaun is just the next time you go out for dinner, tell the waiter or waitress, 2 checks, please. Just say that. And that'll drive the point home.
No,
she'll know what's up at that point.
She's gonna misread that. I guarantee you that's gonna be misread.
How?
It's not gonna go well because she's gonna be like, wait. Like, you can't just spring that on her. If you've been paying this whole time and the next thing I'm not saying that it should be your job as the man to always pay. I'm not that kind of girl, but you have to let her know. You can't just spring it on your girlfriend of 8 months.
I don't know why you can't just spring it on her.
Because she's going to internalize it.
601-995-1017 is our phone number. Either that or you stop taking her out to dinner so much and just like keep a mental tally just to yourself in your head. Like, okay, she brought over food from the grocery store 3 times for 3 different meals at my house. That equates to probably about 1 meal out. And then just keep a rolling tally in your head and make her bring food to your house 3 times. And then you can take her out somewhere again. That's what I think. What do you think? Doing the DM dilemma, and Kelly texted us and said, I'm starting to see why Adam is single.
Yeah.
And I honestly take that as a huge compliment. Thank you, Kelly. We've been doing the show for almost 2 years, and you're just now starting to see why I'm single. So that makes me feel pretty good about myself. But Shaun wrote to us, and he's got a girlfriend of about 8 months. They're about to take the next step and move in together, but she never pays for anything. He is responsible for paying for all the food on dates and everything. And my advice was just kind of, next time you go out, ask for 2 checks. It's that simple. You don't have to have a conversation about this.
Based on that advice, Tequila texted in, Adam is Adam's soulmate. Because, sir, heck no. Have the conversation.
I would love to find a girl who's just exactly like me and thinks exactly the same way.
You would hate each other.
You think?
You would hate each other because you'd be so set in your ways.
601-995-1017. Yeah, but they'd be the correct ways.
No, I don't know about that.
They would be the correct ways. Mary's in Pearl. What'd you think?
Yeah, I'm Team Allison. Adam, you suck.
What sucks about my advice?
Sorry, Adam. I like you and all, but that's terrible advice.
What's terrible about it, Mary?
Well, you can't just spring something on her. If she's used to that and being paid for. But if you're close enough to ask her to move in with you, I would definitely have a conversation before she moved in. But if you have gave her the expectation of, I got it, which you have if you've been paying for the 8 months, you can't just say 2 checks, please.
Yeah, you can't just spring something on her.
No. Yeah. But
what if you tell her how much you love her first, like right before the waiter comes over, and they're like, baby, I love you so much. You're the girl of my dreams. Yes, 2 checks, please.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's love got to do with it?
Thanks, Mary.
Okay, have a great day.
Anthony, what do you think about the DM dilemma this morning?
Man, this is real simple. If the dude asks her to move in, technically he's already living by himself. Technically he's already paying the bills, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you're asking her to move in, then you ought to be able to have it and just let her move in and then see what she may offer. But as the man asking her to move in, then if it was me, I would be responsible. And then we would have a little talk later on down the line. But that's the way I would handle it.
But it would be really hard if she moves in and he's just paying for everything. Then he's going to be in the same boat. We're so far down the line. Now he's got to make it awkward and be like, look, I get you've been loving this arrangement that we've had just because we didn't talk. And now I need you to help with some of the bills.
Look here. You know how you women are. Now, if it's a good woman, she's going to offer to help. If this relationship is going to go further, moving in, the next step, marriage, then technically it'll all work itself out.
Thank you so much for the call, Anthony. We go over to Jerry for some out-of-the-box advice. What you got for us on the DM dilemma this morning, Jerry?
This fella needs to grow up, Adam.
Why do you say that?
Because we're lucky that women even stand next to us.
That's a good point, actually, Jerry.
Well, not if he's paying for everything. He's bringing a lot to the table.
So is she.
She doesn't have. Anthony just made a really good point about her. Like, he's already living on his own. He's in his own place. He's going to invite her to move in with him. Like, it sounds like he's bringing everything to the table, and this guy isn't necessarily that lucky, Jerry.
No, she's a passenger seat princess.
Yes.
And she should be treated as such.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Jerry, are you trying to get out of the doghouse or something? Are you in the doghouse, and are you using our show to try to get out of it?
Yes, baby, I love you. Let me come home.